Welcome to our general fitness exercise routine. For today's session, you will need a pair of light to moderate free weights and a sturdy chair. Starting off with our warm-up here, we're just going to start off with an easy march on the spot. The aim is to gradually increase the heart rate and warm up the muscles. That's it, just an easy march on the spot, and when you're ready, if you have room in front of you and behind you, take a few steps forward and a few steps back, marching and swinging those arms. That's it, we're just starting off easy. Good, now into our side tap and reach. That's it, just tap the foot out to the side and reach across the body with the arm. Good, a few more seconds and then we'll reach down low. Good, just a few more, and then taking it into our heel digs. All right, there we go. Dig and reach the arms to the front. Just dig and reach. Dig and reach. Good, there we go, and we can mix it up by reaching up and then reaching out to the front. Just to add some variety with the arm movements. So reaching to the front and reaching up. All right, next moving into our hamstring curls with speed bag. So you can start off with just the leg movements. Then when you have the leg movement down, we can add the speed bag by circling the fists around each other. Great, you have a few more seconds to go. And then we'll be taking it into our invisible jump rope. All right, that's it. Just stepping on the spot again and turning the wrists or turning at the elbows as though you're skipping rope. That's it, just stepping on the spot. To make it a little bit more challenging, you can add more of a bounce in your step. And of course, if this is too challenging for you right now, just keep it as a light stepping on the spot. Good, that's it. Keep the rope going. Let's take it into our double Dutch. Just coordinating that turning movement out in front of you. Good, a few more seconds to go, and then we take it up into our mountain climb. All right, so raising one arm up as you lift the opposite knee, and then simply switching to the other side. Good, so reaching up as we climb that invisible mountain. We'll make it all the way to the top. Great, that's it. Just a few more to go, and then we'll be at the top. All right, good job. Let's march it out. Just take it nice and easy here. We'll take a water break before we move into our next round using our weights. Remember to have a drink of water. All right, that's it. So for the next round, we will be using our free weights. So when you're ready, go ahead and pick up those weights. All right, and we'll be setting ourselves up here for our good mornings. All right, so when you're ready, bringing those weights up. Feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent. And when you're ready, hinging forward at those hips to the lower of the body, toward the floor, and then back up. Good, hinging or bending at those hips. Remember, we always want to maintain good posture and maintain that neutral spine. Good, that's it. Just a few more. Making sure that you're maintaining good form. All right, well done. Next, we'll be taking our chairs for our sit to stand with front shoulder press. So standing in front of your chairs, holding the weights up. For our front shoulder press position, we're going to sit down, perform a shoulder press, bring the weights down, and then stand up and repeat. When you're ready, go ahead. Have a seat, shoulder press, bring the weights down, and have a stand. Good, and let's do it again. Good, you're doing well. So we just also want to make sure that as we're sitting and standing, that the chair is not sliding. So if you find that you need to position the chair against a wall or so, just to help with safety, please go ahead and do so. Good job. You have a few more seconds to go. All right, very good. Now I just have a seat again here, moving into our reverse flies next. So bringing the weights together out in front of you, maybe just past your knees or just above your knees or so. Hips bent forward, opening up the weights as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then bring the weights back together in front. So we want to be very intentional with the movements. just making sure that you're not swinging the arms back and forth using momentum. We want to use those muscles. Just a few more seconds to go. All right, well done. Moving next into our hammer curls. So lowering the weights down by your sides and then curling those arms up and then lowering them back down. Making sure that your elbows stay almost glued to your sides so they're not coming up as we're lifting and lowering the weight. Good, just a few more seconds to go. All right, well done. All right, putting the weights down by the sides for now. And then just moving into our marching on the spot when you're ready. That's it, just marching it out here. Starting off easy again. All right. So after we finish off with our marching here, we'll be moving into our side lunges. So just making sure you have room by your sides, on your left and on your right, because we'll be taking large steps out to the sides. All right, that's it. So when you're ready, just take one large step out to the side, into a side lunge, bring the feet back together, and then repeat the same movements on the other side. Good, that's it. Just alternating from one side, back to center, and then lunging over to the other side. That's it, you're doing well. You have a few more seconds to go here. All right, now setting up, getting ready for our standing jacks. So you're going to step the foot out to the side as you bring your arms up. All right, continuing with those squat jacks. All right, next moving into our knee lift with front kick. Good, now switching over to the other leg. Lift that knee and just take a small kick to the front. All right, next moving into our Superman. So step back, reach the arms up to the front. Step back, reaching up. Alternating from one leg to the next. All right, just a few more seconds. And then we'll march it out. All right, that's it, marching on the spot. Pretending that we're climbing up a staircase. Bringing those knees up, and then we start climbing down the stairs by bending the knees a little bit more as we're marching. So for this stair climb here, we'll be going up and down a few flights of invisible stairs. And as we're going up or down, we want to make sure that we're keeping an upright body position. When we're going up, we're standing tall, upper body upright and tall. And when we go down the stairs, we're bent at the hips, but the upper body is still relatively upright. Okay, that's it. We're almost done with this round. All right, and then just marching it out. We'll use this opportunity here to take another water break. We'll take about a minute before we move into our next round of strengthening exercises. All right, so when you're ready, marching on the spot again. All right, and picking up those weights for our second set of strengthening exercises. The first one, we'll be moving into those good mornings. Good, so bringing those weights up. And when you're ready, bending at those hips. Good. Good job. There's a few more seconds left in this round for this exercise. All right. Nicely done. All right, moving into our chair sit to stand with front shoulder press. Good job, that's it. Remember, if at any point during the routine you need to stop and take a little bit of a longer break, that's okay. Good, a few more seconds. And then we'll have a seat on our chairs for our reverse flies coming up. Okay, that's it. Positioning yourselves. Tall spine and then bending forward at those hips as you open up the weights and then bring the weights back together in front. All right, great job. Now just resting one weight off to the side, and you'll be holding one weight with both hands. On either end of the weight, you're going to lift the weight up overhead, and then very gently lower the weight behind your neck so that the elbows are pointed up towards the ceiling. For our tricep extensions here, we're going to raise the weight up overhead and then lower the weight back behind our neck. And this is the movements we're going through for this one here. So lifting and lowering the weight. That's it, lifting and lowering the weight. Moving at a slow but comfortable pace. You have a few more seconds here. All right, resting the weight by the side out of the way. We finished with our strengthening routine for today. When you're ready, just move the weights away from your feet. And when you're ready, just marching on the spot. If you need a drink of water at this point, please go ahead and do so. All right, that's it. Just marching on the spot. When you're ready to go again, all right, just rolling the shoulders out. We just want to work on cooling the body down, bringing the heart rate down. All right. So relaxing those shoulders and then very gently tilting your ear towards one shoulder, just until you're starting to feel a stretch down the side of your neck. Remember, if you need to make any modifications to make these stretches easier or harder, please go ahead and do so. Good, relax, bring the head to center, and then tilting your head over towards your other shoulder to stretch out the other side of your neck. Okay, next moving into our chest stretch, opening up the arms, opening up the palms, and reaching the elbows back, squeezing the shoulder blades as we open up the chest. Remember to keep the shoulders relaxed and down as we're stretching out the chest. Great. All right, next moving into our lat stretch, or the stretch here. You may feel the stretch down part of your back or down the side of your body. Good, now taking that same arm and reaching against your upper back to stretch out the back of the upper arm. Okay, very gently bring that arm down and moving over to the other side, reaching that arm straight up in the air and overhead into a slight bend in the body. Again, same thing here. You may be feeling that stretch down the side of your body. You may be feeling it down part of your back or your arm. And that's okay, as long as you're not having any unbearable pain. Good, now into our tricep stretch with this arm. Patting yourself against the upper back, and then reaching the fingertips as far down your back as possible. All right, good. Bring the arms down. And then standing with the feet a little bit wider apart, we'll be taking it into our hip adductor stretches. So that's just the inner part of the thighs. So we're going to shift our body weight towards one knee as you slightly bend that knee. And you should just start to feel a slight pull or stretch down the inner thigh of that straight leg. All right, back to center, and then shifting your body weight over towards the other side, bending the knee slightly, and similarly, you should feel that stretch on the inside of that straight leg. We just want to make sure that we're not pushing the knees too far forward. We're not shifting our body weight towards the front as we're holding this stretch. Good job. All right. Next, moving into our hamstring and calf stretch. So stick one foot out in front of you, rest your heel into the ground, and point your toes up towards the ceiling. And you may feel this stretch in the back of the straight leg, in the upper thigh, or in the lower leg. Good. Now shifting over to the other leg. Same thing. All right. All right, standing tall. Next, we're going to be bringing ourselves onto our chairs. Let's have a seat. And we'll finish off with our glute stretch. So taking one leg, crossing it on top of the knee of the other leg. Good, that's it. Just holding for a few more seconds, sitting nice and tall. If you need to deepen the stretch, all right, bringing that leg down and switching over to the other side. All right, let's gently bring that leg down. And that ends our session for today. Thank you for deep breath in And breathe out. Deep breath in as you raise the arms up above the head, and breathe out. Once more. And that's our session for today. Thank you for joining us.